Hi everybody, thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to highlight your hair without using any bleach, without using any dye, and you can do it in as little as 5 to 10 minutes. So I have two different hairstyles I'm going to show you today. This is hairstyle 2, which has a little bit of some red highlights in it, and I did a funky, super messy fishtail braid, which I absolutely love. And the other look is just going to be some big curls with a more caramel colored highlight. So I want to get this video up today because this week only Bellami is having their biggest sale that they have only once a year. I have two different codes for you guys. So normally my code would just give you $5 off any set of extensions, but for this week only you will be getting 10% off when you use the code Carli Bybel. You'll also get a gift package of cosmetics and hair stuff, as well as a hair hanger, which is valued at over $140. And then my second code will get you the lowest price on all of their hot tools, whether it's the curling iron, the straightener, any of that stuff. So my codes will be listed below, as well as the links, and I will also let you guys know some of my favorite products from the website. That way if you guys are in the market or are interested, you can go and pick them up. So if you guys want to see how to get highlights with hair extensions, then please keep watching. Whenever I've done this in the past, I've always curled my hair. I'm not sure how it would look straight, but for today's look, I'm going to show you how it looks with curled hair. It just blends a little bit better, looks more natural in my opinion. So you guys have seen me curl my hair a million times, so I'm just going to curl it really quick. So the next step is to pick out your extensions. I decided to do two. I'm going to show you guys two different looks. I wanted to try like a light brown highlight and then also like a reddish highlight. I've never had red in my hair, so I was actually really curious to see what it would look like, so I wanted to try out the two different colors. These are the BELLAMI Magnifica 24-inch set, so this is like the exact length of my hair now, which is perfect. You want to make sure you're getting whatever size is good for your hair. The ones that I've always used in the past when my hair was shorter were the Lily hair extensions and then also the 22-inch BELLAMI extensions. But now I've moved on to the 24, so I'm going to try, which one should I do first? I'm going to do the brown first. So this is color number 4. Normally I was 1C, but my hair is a little bit darker than 1C, so I'm not sure which is the one shade darker than that, but that's like what color my hair is right now. So if you want like a more natural highlight, you can do just like 2 shades lighter, or if you want to do something a little bit more dramatic, you could do blonde or anything like that. It's just like a really fun, easy way to add highlights without having to bleach your hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to curl a few of these pieces and then I'm going to show you how I clip them in. So you could see the difference. Like my hair is almost black. It's not black for those of you guys wondering. I dyed it dark brown, but it came out a little darker the last time that I did it, so it almost looks black, but it's not. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the 3 clips. And I'm just going to curl them just like I curled mine. I don't know if you guys could see the bottom of my hair, but I kind of left it a little bit more straight at the bottom to give it more of like that wave instead of like too curled. You could do it however you want, if you want it more like tight with more curls or like even looser than this. Totally up to you. So now I'm going to section off my hair. I'm going to start at the bottom. And I'm just going to pin all of this up. If you want, you can curl your hair as you go with the extensions. So like you can clip them in and then curl your hair in with the extensions. It's really up to you, but today I figured I would do it this way because you guys have seen me curl my hair like 100 times. Depending on your hair, I never do this because my hair is so coarse and thick. Okay, sir. But you could tease right at the root. So if you would want to do that, you would just take the hair and then just back comb up. But I'm not going to do that today because again, my hair is like so coarse up at the root. So I'm just going to clip it in. There, honey, what are you doing? And then when you bring it to the front, you can already see the highlights. Yay! I love this color. The next piece is going to be the next 3. So what I quickly wanted to mention, if your hair is shorter and you want some more length and you want like the extensions of your actual hair to give you length and then add the highlights, what you would do is the first clip you can add your natural hair color extension just like I did, and then the second layer you can add in the lighter color extension. So again, if you want your hair to be longer but your color and just adding in a few highlights, do that. So you're going to use your natural color extensions and then you're going to use a different color as well. So next I'm going to go like right above my ears. So I left about this much hair in between. And we're gonna clip the second layer of the 3. So again, if you were using regular extensions as well, this would be your first row of highlights. Your first row of extension would be the normal color of your hair. I've always been a fan of like bigger highlights. I've never really loved like the thin ones, just for myself, because like for instance, I love being able to see the highlights, not just like a bunch of little tiny ones. I like chunkier ones so it looks more like this. Maybe I'm gonna do 1 row of 4 and then I'll do the singles just because I feel like I need a few more. I guess I'm gonna do 1 layer of 4 because if you see, all of my hair kind of covers the underneath highlights. I'm going to take the longer one out of the 2 4s. There's one that's a little bit longer. I'm gonna do that one so that way it wraps all the way around my head. I also didn't mention, if you guys want to just add highlights to your natural hair and the extensions maybe are a little bit too long, I would recommend clipping them in when your hair is straight. That way you can cut them and make sure that they're the right length and they're the same length as your hair. That way it's gonna look the most natural. And you can see it kind of ends just like right there, which is enough. And this will be for like in the back of your hair. The little pieces in the front are really all about your own hair, where you want them, what you want showing. So you could see like in the back, you could see the brown, but in the front, there's really not much of the brown. So you wanna like clip up here. You wanna make sure you're leaving enough hair up here. And then also if you guys have like shorter angles or whatever in the front, you can also cut these pieces. You can, what I used to do is I would put like a little bit of like permanent marker on one of the strings so I knew like which piece would go where. It's gonna go right here. So I'm gonna leave that one there, but I think the one below it, I'm gonna move back just a drop. So I'm gonna put this guy like right over here. So I may actually add the other 4 piece in just so you guys can maybe see the highlights even more, although I really actually like how it's looking so far. And then curl it in. And I'm gonna add the last piece in the set because I didn't realize my hair was so thick. I wanna just be able to see the highlights a little more. So I'm gonna do this all the way up here. Look, now I match you. Look, now I have your colors. We're twins. Oh, my baby. I'm a caramel swirl. So I absolutely love how this color came out. I haven't done like fake highlights like this in probably like 3.5 years. So I knew I was gonna love these because I had done this in the past, but I feel like the red is gonna be a cool little change. So also, if you're wondering why I have a beautiful band-aid on Saturday night, we were getting into the car and Brett like sat on my nail kind of and it cracked like right here all the way across. So like the nail is still on there because if I take like the whole tip off, my whole nail's gonna like come off. So I might have this band-aid for a while. So the next shade of extensions are number 33. These are also the Magnificas, which are 240 grams and 24 inches. I don't know if I told you guys that before. So these are gonna stand out a lot more. You can see the difference. Imagine all my hair was this color. So the reason that it's a little different, obviously, when you're wearing your hair down is you want to make sure you're placing them that way it's going to show throughout your hair. But for the braid, you can kind of like work with the braid and pull out certain pieces and make certain pieces show a little bit more. So I'm going to use the 2 3s and then the 2 4s, and then I'll probably add like a few of the singles just like up towards the top. So 3 clips, and just clip them onto the back of your hair. We're going to do right where the ears are, and do the second 3. It's such a contrast, but I love this color red. It's like a more of like a strawberry type of color. It's not like a bright red. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go like right to the, I can't use you. I'm gonna go like right to here, and what I'm gonna do here, and this is what I would normally do if I was applying extensions, I'll put both 4s right at this level. So clip up your hair and then grab one of the 4s. The reason that I like to do this is because if you were to just put it like centered, you'd see there's like all this space here that's gonna be left. I'm gonna apply that closer to the ear on that side, and then work it around. And then the same thing on this side. I'm gonna start it really close to the front, and then you'll overlap it. So I'll show you. So what I'll do is I'll clip the next clip onto the extension and then just work it around like that. So part it wherever you want. I like it a little bit off to the side. And we're gonna do a fishtail braid because I feel like that would look super cool. So you're gonna bring all of your hair over to one side. We're gonna split the hair into 2 sections. My hair feels like ridiculously thick right now. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a piece from the left side, and we're gonna cross it over to side 2. So this is side 1, this is side 2. Then we're gonna take a piece from side 2 and then cross it over. Cross it over and put it into side 1, and then just keep repeating. Side 2 over to 1. And when you first start out a fishtail braid, it feels like you're doing all this work and you're like, why doesn't it look like anything? But just, if you're patient with it, eventually you'll be like, oh wow, I did it. So again, side 1, we're wrapping it over and bringing it into ponytail 2. Same thing. I always like to grab from like underneath and then wrap over, that way it kind of like controls the hair a little bit more. It like wraps around it and then it pulls it tighter. And wrap it over one and then tuck it into 2. It just takes, again, a very long time. And when you have this massive of a braid, it's gonna take even longer. But it already looks so cool. Yay! I always love doing like blondes hair or like just someone with highlights because the dimension of the hair just makes everything look so much cooler. So like every braid, every hairstyle, curls, they just look so much better when there's some dimension to it. And you're just gonna secure the bottom with an elastic. And then you want to kind of, I don't know what this motion would be called, but you just wanna like fluff it out a little bit. I like my fishtail braids like super messy and like textured looking. So once you're done, you can just start like pulling it apart like this, seeing where you need it thicker and what parts you want it to be like messier. And then also you can bobby pin anywhere that you're not loving. So So I normally like to like pull this out a little bit. Hold this. Hold this. So this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, hopefully learned something new. If you guys have been in the market for extensions, I highly recommend BELLAMI. If you guys have been following me for a while, I have used them since day one and they're just the best in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, check the bottom bar for all of the info that I talked about in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. You can see like how this is kind of lifted, and that's just because that's my like curly roots, so that's why you want to make sure you focus on the top, that way it flattens out like this. So I'm just gonna like make sure under here is super straight as well, like right by the roots.